Oh, pardon me, sorry there. I'm just trying to make sure this is all up and running. That's working. Not sure about that. That's working. And that's working. Cool. Okay, we're sorted. How's it going? So, today we are doing... Oh. Aye, so as I said, today we're doing heavy benching. So, 105. Oh, not too bad. So 5 sets of 4 and 2 sets of 3. Well, 2 hingies of 3x3. So aye, not too shabby. We're just gonna get into it. So I'll just do a few wee warm-ups. I need to get the shoes on as well, so don't mind me as well. Easy enough. I'm sick again, it's your boy, Sicky Stickies. Fuck's sake. What's up with you this time? Is it the same thing? Also, after a long anticipated wait, the Rice Krispies are back. Throat thingy. Throat thingy. You say too many glizzies. I got bronchitis. I remember that wee sort of video of the woman going, I got bronchitis. It's a wee Vine, I think, back in the day. Oh, and Lance, you'll be happy to know I've finished the Harry Potter game. The Matrix is attacked. Fuck. You took the red pill, didn't you? All the hoes are back, besides Boo Obs, and I am sick and I can't eat or gym, and the government is taking my money. Fuck Harry Potter. How come the government is taking your money? What, is it tax or something? And all the hoes, was it, last I remember there was 2 of them, weren't there? The one that cuts you and then another one, I can't mind. Medical aid that I cancelled 1 year ago. Ah, okay. Yeah, but thank God I've finally, well I've not actually finished the Harry Potter game, but I've done the main story, so I'm not streaming it anymore. I'm just playing it in my own time, you know, just trying to get all the trophies and shit. Now you can play Dark Souls 3. Well, I was thinking about playing Elden Ring at some point. But no, my next game's going to be Mortal Kombat 1, because I've just got that. Mortal Kombat. Dun, dun, dun. So we'll do this for 5, we'll do 90 for 3, then we'll do 2 singles of 105. The only thing, so I'm weighing about 76 kilos just now, so I've still got 2 kilos to lose. I'm hoping if I eat healthier for the next month, this next month, I'll just naturally drop below 74. If not, then it's going to be a bit more of a nuisance. But I'm making sure this time when I'm going to, if I'm going to do the gut cut properly, I'm going to make sure that I, sorry, I'm just trying to repeat myself. I'm going to make sure that sorry, my brain's not working. I'm going to make sure that I make sure that I get all my calories in. I'm not going to like do what I did beforehand and just drink a bunch of protein shakes, have a shit ton of nuts and then eat pistachio cream. I don't think I was eating enough calories. Pardon me. Right, let's go again. Easy enough. This is the last warm-up set, so let's get kitted up. Lara Croft Tomb Raider, 1996. You are literally such a baddie. I'm going to pretend I know what that is. So, how am I a baddie? I don't know if it's a thank you or not, but Cool. Oh. So aye. So we'll do 90 for 3 reps. A good thing. Cool. That's good. Okay, good thing. I've heard the term baddie before, but I don't really know the context of the term. Like, hey, Shorty's a baddie or something like that, or she, I don't know. So I don't really get the context of what the definition is. You know what, maybe I can Urban Dictionary, hold on. This Urban Dictionary. Wait just now. Hold on. I think my white, oh there you go, Urban Dictionary. It's taking its time because I'm streaming. Stereotypically beautiful, but it's, you fucking flop, yeah, that's it. Make me blush. Okay. So a baddie, for the Urban Dictionary definition, is a female who can hold her own and take care of herself. She is very pretty and independent. Here's a sentence for it. She is a baddie. She don't take shit from nobody. That's good. That's literally you. Oh, that's it. Oh, right. That's literally, I like that. That's brilliant. Right. We're going to do 90 kilo bench. We're going to do it for how many reps? We're going to do it for 3 reps. Hold on. That's not really. There you go. Right, let's go. Cool. Moved okay. Did feel kind of heavy though, that's my worry. That is a wee bit of a worry. Because we're now bouncing up to 105, so. And see, as long as I do this session fairly quickly, I'll get a bit of stretching done. eating stream. Just having my breakfast, which is some Rice Krispies. So, I'm now trying to lose weight for my competition. I only need to lose about 3 kilos, so it's not too bad. Technically I only need to lose about 2 kilos, so I'm hoping that if I just eat, basically if I just eat my meals and no snacking, my weight should just bring itself back down again. Also, I think you're thick. I'm a bit thick just now. The quads. It's mostly my lower body that's the thick part. My upper body is quite normal-ish. I've got water as well if I need any. Plus I've got my other bottle as well. So I've got plenty of agua. No cap. No. My Wi-Fi isn't working. Oh, you know, I just want to play in fucking Urban Dictionary today because I found it quite amusing now. No, it seems to be, see when I stream, my internet just goes to a halt, essentially. So, thick, let's see, T-H-I with a double C. You lost the glutes? No, I've got the glutes. Thick is fat ass. Look at the sentence I've put for this. Damn, your pet goldfish got a fat ass, he hella thick. The fuck? Then, so I'm finding this quite amusing. No cap. On my Wi-Fi, come on. You lost the glutes? I'm taking that as an insult. I've still got the glutes. Still a thick boy. Can still squat. Like my last heavy squat session I squatted 160, so no. We're all good in the glute department. JK, that's it, you're teasing me. Right, 105. I'd like to get this. Good. Oh, good, good, good. That moved well. So, good, good. Good, 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 good. Let's have a look. just want to review my form there. So let's have a look. The unrack moved well. It came down. Moved a wee bit slow, but I got it. No, okay. Went alright. See, I would like to just PR all my lifts, but I generally don't think my bench is doing very well. I am going to take the bench to the drawing board again and just build upon it. Like my squat and my deadlifting is feeling pretty good. Like I pulled 192.5 and that was fairly easy. I'm going to say it was fairly easy. Squatting, I'd say 187.5 is my PR. So we just need to see how well I do. So that's good. No, it is like so. Just depending how much I lift in the gym, I'll need to kind of decide what I'm going to do at competition. I would like to get a 200. So my ideal lifts, I'd like to get without being ridiculous. So I'd like it to get a 200 squat, I'd like to get a 230 deadlift, and ideally my bench at 120. But I'm not there just yet. I don't think I'm there just yet. So walking into this competition, if I can bench 115, if I can pull at least 220, and I really want to squat 200, so 535 total. That's not bad. Even if I could pull a bit more, that would mean I'd qualify for both. If I can do 537.5, it means I qualify for both 74 and you got that easy. We just need to see though, because as I say, I'm competing in a lower weight class. So for me to PR in a lower weight class, it's just a bit more difficult. But the main thing I'm trying to do is I've got a wee bit of a tight hamstring band in the inside of my right leg. See, as long as I can nurse that throughout the competition, I'll be fine. Like, it's not impeding me to do my ability, but I think if I don't have that injury in the inside of my leg, then I should be fine. Like, it's not stopping me doing stuff. Like, I know my limits. I stop when it's too sore, and I make sure I've started to do actually mobility and recovery for it now. So, right, let's get this set again, but let's just try and be a bit tighter with it. That moved alright. So, I'm pretty sure that's me just done my 2 sets. Having a look at this form. This form felt quite good. So, need to make sure I get that moved very consistently. Okay. No, that was good. I'm happy with that. Let's happy. I'm happy with it. As I said, it doesn't feel difficult, but it doesn't feel easy. So I'd say that is like a 6. I'll give it a 6. So last time I benched 95. I did 110. So this is 105. So I'll do 120. Cool. Okay. Okay. So that's what we'll do then. So let's just move this up by 1. Move this up by 1. So what we're doing now is we're doing heavy unrack. But I might try and do an unrack, bring it down and then press it again. So yeah. Yeah, fuck my nail. Come on, get out. There you go. This is what we're doing. Love a Rice Crispy. So, what's going to happen now is, this is 120. What I'm going to do is I'm going to unrack it. I'm going to hold it, hold it, hold it, bring it down, and then trying to bench it. Boxers or briefs. I'm going to say, see when I was younger, like a wee guy, I was a briefs man. But now that I'm older, I am a boxers man. Aim Renner, is Aim Renner, you can do it. Thank you, much appreciated. If I can't, oh well, but if I can, happy days. But as I said, this is just all wee kind of skill work for my competition. This basically allows me to hold a heavier weight, feel it, bring it down, not all the way down, about halfway on the rack, and then try and explode up it. If I can't, that's fair enough, but as long as I get a feel with the weight. That's what I'm saying, because I've unracked 140 kilos, I've held 140 kilos before. Never am I going to bench that anytime soon, but aye. So, let's get this. Make sure the wraps are nice and tight. There we go. There we go. Right, so if I don't bench this, it's no the end of the world, because this is just a pin, this is unrack slash pin. Nah, that's fair enough. That is pretty low down to be a pin press anyway. But that's fine. I was able to control it a bit. That's fine. That's fine. No the end of the world. I was able to unrack it and hold it and bring it down fairly alright, so not the worst. Not the worst. Not the best, but I'll have a wee look. But I think that was my fault, essentially. These pins are too low down. I should have had them a bit higher up for me. But let's just have a look. So, actually, hold on. Let me just, didn't really hold it that long, but we'll time it how long I held it for. So, into position. So I only held that for 4 seconds. Not the best. But I got it into position fairly well. Okay. Let's do this. Right. Sapnin Abid Kun or Kun. I don't know any of these gyro glute flexes you choose, or you talk about the wee gyro ones that go like this. Hold on, they go that or something like that. I don't know. I don't know how the bikini people do it. Or they go like that. I don't know. The glutes man. Now I've got a scoob. There was an attempt. There's always an attempt. That's it. How is life? Life is alright. I say it could always be worse, but it can always be better. So life is living. So I'm just training for my competition I've got at the end of the month. So I'm just plodding on. That's really it. That is really it. Nothing much to it. I say I'm doing some heavy unracking / pin pressing work. How is that? Training is going alright. I say I've decided, I don't know if you know, but I've decided to go in the lower weight class for competing. So I spent the time from February to August losing 11 kilos to compete in the 74 kilo class. And I was only a bench press competition. I didn't really perform that well. I didn't do well at all. But I still got gold because I was the only person in my weight class. Which, a wee bit embarrassing. Was I happy about it? No. But you take the win when you get it. So, my main goal going into this competition is to qualify for Scottish Championships. That is it. I want to qualify for Scottish Championships. That is the main thing for this competition, and hopefully there's more people I can compete against. Pro tip, if you only go up a weight class and never go down. Pro tip, you only go up a weight class, you never go down. I'm not pro. Yeah, see, I was, to be honest, I was an 83 kilo weight class, but I weighed 70, I was weighing about 78 kilos. So I was nowhere near hitting the top end of the 83 kilos, so I could have built a lot more mass, but I generally felt myself, that's not my weight class. I'd have to eat too much to get myself big enough, and my strength level wasn't in that weight class category, I felt, personally. But competing at a 74 kilo class, I am much stronger. So, just drinking butter, fuck. Along with the fucking cholesterol heart attacks I'd have. So, aye. I think I didn't do well at competitions because I lost so much weight. But I'm hoping for this competition it shouldn't be really much of the issue because I've already lost a main bulk of the weight. I have had a lot of cheat meal eating and stuff, but I only weigh 76 kilos just now, so I'm hoping by the end of the month I'll be just underneath 74 kilos, compete, do well. So let's try this. Okay. I just wish there was powerlifting comps here. Whereabouts are you from, my man? Palestine. Cool, man. I mean, there's pretty much, I couldn't say for everywhere, but I know there's quite a lot of powerlifting stuff anywhere. I think you might just need to kind of look for it. But recently powerlifting is getting bigger now, so who knows, you might find that somebody might open a club or something like that. It's the same with strongman. Strongman wasn't always a big thing, it was quite a niche sort of thing until it became more mainstream and popular. See, not like I'm strong enough to do a comp, but I want to join one at some point. It'd be fun. It is fun, mate. Trust me, you don't need to be strong enough to do a competition. You just need to turn up. That's what for quite a while I was worried about. I always wanted to do powerlifting younger, but I thought I had to be stronger to enter these competitions. You don't. You just need to get started in doing them. So don't think yourself lesser because you're not at a certain level. Everybody starts somewhere. So I started working out less than a year ago. Aye. See, I didn't start competing until about 10 years of training. So you're better to start now, learn the rights and the wrongs and stuff like that. So you don't worry about what other people can do. Do it more to compete with yourself. Do better than last time. Don't worry as much about lifting what others are lifting. That's my advice. Also high. Vorlag is absolutely correct. As I say, the only person to compete with yourself is yourself. And powerlifting, it is, even though it is a competition and you are competing against other people, it's a very friendly competition. Like, it's not like, for I don't know, boxing or MMA or football, where the other team is your enemy. When you're lifting with other people, you're helping each other up, you're talking to each other, you warm up with your people you're against. That is I compete with everyone. That is no well, that's it. Yes, that's your motivation. But as I'm saying, see in powerlifting, see when you're warming up to do your lifts, because there's not enough, like in the warm up area, there's not enough racks for each single person to warm up separately. So you warm up with the people you're competing against, and you can talk to each other. You learn people's tips and tricks and training. You help each other out. You give each other advice. Because at the end of the day, you're only competing against yourself as well as others. But that's what I like about powerlifting. It is a very together sort of thing. Even though you're competing against everybody and it's yourself that does it, you also get good interactions with people and stuff. It's good. It's a very togetherly sport. That's what I like about powerlifting. It is like everybody is very togetherly. It is a very friendly sort of sport. So now what we're doing is we are squatting 122.5. It's like, see, before I did competitions, before I decided whether or not I'm going to do it or not, I decided to volunteer at a competition. So that's what I did. I decided to volunteer at a competition to learn how a competition runs and stuff. Going to work, I got some work to do. No, not a bother. You can just listen to me chat shite. So, as I was saying, before I was even competing or deciding if this was something I was going to do, I decided to volunteer at a competition just to help out, you know, be a loader, be a spotter, do that sort of stuff. And I really enjoyed it. It was good fun. I got free food, which was even better. And I was there the whole day, so I was there for about 12 hours of the day. Just volunteering, you know. I say, wasn't paid for it. Got free food, which was good, because I was helping out. And I was there the entire day. I was nervous, I was a bit hanging, but it was good. It was good fun. And I could tell that a lot of the powerlifting community, it was quite a tight-knit community, which was good. I'm not really in that community just yet. As I say, I've talked to a few people and stuff and know a few people, and I recognise people that have competed in other competitions. But I say, I just want to just get my head down. I don't train in a public gym, I just train myself. So it is a bit more difficult for me to get acknowledgement for other people. Nice, good experience, and free food is always aye, absolutely. Yeah, so I volunteered first before I competed, and then one of the guys who was a part of powerlifting, he was running like a novice competition. Basically, you didn't need to wear the singlets and stuff, you didn't need any gear, you just had to turn up and do a competition, and it gave you a taster if you liked it or not, which I thought was a really good thing. Like, it gave people an idea of if they wanted to do it or not. So I found that was awesome. So I done that. That was my first ever competition, not anything. I think I weighed like 76 kilos. The video's on YouTube for those who wanted a nosy at it. I think I weighed thingy, and I had no equipment. I squatted 182.5. But the funny thing is, I actually done 4 squat attempts because I accidentally squatted somebody else's attempt because I wasn't listening, and I literally just walked out and done someone else's lift. But I say that's why it was a novice competition, to learn and stuff. It was because I thought no matter what, whatever the order the names were in, that's when you go. But no, it goes by the weight of you, what you pick. So if you pick a heavier weight and stuff and all that, so aye, you can even see it was a wee mess up, but it was good. Done my benching, done my deadlifting. On that, I did my first ever 200 kilo deadlift on my very novice competition. I think that's where I caught the bug. Goes, yeah, I want to compete. Then I did my first official competition in February, and I did it in the 83 kilo weight class, just because I didn't want to worry about dieting or weight loss and stuff. I just wanted to do a competition and enjoy it, and that's what I did. And I managed to get third in my category, which was awesome. And I could have got second, but as I say, bit of a novice, still was learning. So now, as I say, I just want to get as many competitions as I can in my belt. And my goal now is to compete at a Scottish level, which would be, if I do a 74 kilo class, then I need to do a 470 total. If I do an 83 kilo class, I need to do a 537.5 total. So for me, it's most likely, if I get my weight down, if I do become a bit weaker, then my total will still be above 470. So I'll be able to compete Scottish level at a 74 kilo class. Whereas my total just now is about 517.5. That's the biggest total that I've done. I'd have to work harder or become much stronger that I might not get right away. So yeah, that's why I've decided to compete 74 kilo wise. Oh shit, oh no, my wrap came undone. So yeah, for those who are ever thinking about doing powerlifting or not, just do it. I say you can't be afraid that you're going to lose or make an arse of yourself, because everybody starts somewhere, so you may as well just start now. Cool. Pardon me, sorry. So I'm going to be squatting 70 for 8, and I'll go straight into 122.5. No knee sleeves, just my belt. I'll be wearing the knee sleeves on Friday for my 165 squat. I don't know if I could do squats without knee sleeves anymore. I love them too much, haha. See, I used to be the opposite. So, see, for all my years of training before I did competing, I was like, nah, never using a belt, never using knee sleeves. I'm never going to touch any of it, because if you can't do it, you shouldn't be doing it. That was my mind. Even wrist wraps, that was my mindset to all. Don't need any equipment. No. Did my novice competition without any equipment. And quite a lot of people were surprised, because I was squatting 182 without a belt or sleeves. I was deadlifting as I say, well, 200, deadlifting you don't actually have any equipment really. I deadlifted 200 without any chalk and stuff. And then I benched without a belt or wrist straps. I benched 115. So everybody was like, holy shit, you should start wearing equipment because it'll just bring your lifts all the way up. And I was like, well, you know what, think about it, see if I'm going to be competing, why put myself at a disadvantage? So that's what I thought, right, okay, I'll get all the equipment, I may as well buy right, so I've got all SBD stuff, may as well buy right, so I bought all the equipment and started to use it, and I felt a massive difference. Yeah, I felt the same way for years, tried knee sleeves once, felt amazing, helps keep the old knees nice and warm. Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, when I used to do a lot of squatting without any equipment, I would feel like my whole body was just broken and worn out just from training so hard all the time. Whereas, see now when I'm using knee sleeves and belts, my body doesn't feel nowhere near as broken down and as damaged. So, but what I try to do is see all my warm-up sets, I don't use any equipment. I only use equipment when it comes to my main working sets, just so it allows my body just to be used to the weight. Exactly, to still have my joints still strong enough to do it on its own. Also, you know, it can also be a placebo. So see if you train too much with knee sleeves and stuff, when you do anything without it, it will feel a lot harder. So, or even the opposite way, see if you do a lot of training without knee sleeves and stuff, and then you train with knee sleeves, it just makes everything feel easier. So it does have a two-way effect for some people, but my best rule of thumb is train warm-up sets without any equipment, then I get into my working sets, train with equipment. Or even if you feel pain, if you feel like a day you've got, oh, my knees actually acting up a wee bit, get knee sleeves on. As I say, there's no point pushing through stuff. True, I use it on my heavy days or any high rep work, any mid stuff. Say you've got the right mindset, it's the same as myself. That's the same as me. Because there's a thing that one of the strongmen, Eddie Hall, he said he would train year round without any kind of knee sleeves and stuff like that, and when it come to the few weeks before his competition, he would use it all, and then he'd do his competition with the equipment because he felt it gave him like a placebo, like a boost, even though it's probably more of a placebo, like your mind just thinking, oh, this feels easier, so it is easier, so you move more weight. Because I say the mind is a big thing about lifting as well. Easy enough. Plus, one thing I need to kind of still sort my competition squats is I still squat too deep. I need to actually raise my squat to just dang on parallel, so that I'm not wasting too much energy. But if I do squat deep enough, there's no doubt in any of the judges' mind that I've hit depth or not. Cool. And we're only doing 3 sets of 3, so this shouldn't be too difficult at all. Cool. Also, I need to go to work at 3 o'clock, so I've got just about an hour and a bit now to get everything done. Oh, apologies for the yawning. So yeah, 122.5, I'd say, not heavy, but I'd say that this program that I'm doing is a bit weird. So I only lift heavy 3 times a week. So I only do each exercise heavy once a week. And then all the other exercises I do, it's all kind of medium weights. And it is very like specific, like there's not a lot of volume and there's not a lot of exercise selection. But see if I was to show you the first, so this is 8 weeks, so the first 4 weeks was like, I do 8 sets of benching, I do 8 sets of squatting, I do 8 sets of deadlifting. And I done that, so 24 sets for 3 days. So you're going up to like 72 sets, is it? Is that correct? Aye, 24. Aye, so 72 sets a week for a month, so for 4 weeks. So you're doing like 100, you're doing like 280, 90, I'm trying to think, 280, 72, no 288. Aye, so my mental mass is a bit shit sometimes, so 72 times 4. I was right, 288. So in that whole month, I did 288 sets of squat, bench and deadlift. So, and it was all kind of higher reps of like 6 and 5s. I'll show you. So, aye, that was like week 1. So 8 sets, but I did squat and deadlift a bit lower to begin with. And I did 5 thingy, 1 thingy. The weights aren't terrible, but they're alright. Just for the volume, it does make you tired. And then did 6 sets of them. And then 7. And then did 8. So actually, I did bench for 8 sets, all you hanging around. Squat and deadlift I had to build up because I was a wee bit tired, like intensity wise to begin with. But aye. So we can say -2, -4, and -6. So 2, 4, 6, so 12. So I'm only really minusing 12 sets. Aye. Is that correct? Yeah. You know, so I did 276 sets, sorry. No, but I'm doing that times, so it'd be 12 times by 3. Yeah, no, so it'd be, sorry, my mathematics is a bit off. 252 sets. That'd be it. Yeah. So 252 sets I've done that month. Nice hypertrophy, definitely build some good muscle. Aye, I'm hoping I've built good muscle and strength, so that was quite a lot of volume. Now this is like, takes the volume right down, but the intensity goes up. So as I say, week 1, deadlifted 180, benched 95 and squatted 160. Week 2, I deadlifted 192.5, I've benched 105 and I'm to squat 165. Week 3, 202.5, 110 and 175. And then the final week before the final week of training is 215, 115 and 180. Basically all my current 1 rep maxes, which I don't know if I'll do that heavy. Just I need to see how this week goes. If this week goes very well, then I'll do this week. If this week doesn't go well, I'll reschedule this week. I'll bring it not maybe as intense, or it might need to be a repeat of this week. A repeat of that week. Yeah. Because this is a wee sort of thing. It says the last 4 weeks of the programme can be modified. The ideal is to peak for strength here. It is not necessary to follow the exact parameters of the peaking phase. Lifters I've talked to have informed me that the last 4 weeks can be quite awkward, and that an alternate form of peaking may be in order. But the conditioning phase, weeks 1 to 4, which I did, is where the strength is generated due to incredible volume of training. which I did. So I'm hoping this kind of works out well for me. Good thinking, got to be a bit dynamic, don't go based on the numbers, got to go on how it feels as well. Absolutely, because this might seem weird, but see in my gym here, I have never deadlifted over 200 kilos. And that is because, see, I don't use chalk, so I've used chalk in competition settings, just the one, the free chalk they have. I don't talc on my legs or anything like that, I just have a wee bit of chalk and then use the bar. But the reason why I've not deadlifted over 200 kilos in here is one, I don't use chalk in my gym because I don't want it to be a mess. And two, this barbell is different to the barbell you use at competition. So the competition barbell is much sharper, it's more grippy. Also, it is an actual powerlifting barbell, so it is very stiff, which makes it completely different to this, where this is an Aleco XF bar. So it is still the same company, but it's a different barbell. So this barbell is designed for both weightlifting, like Olympic weightlifting and CrossFit style stuff, explosive and dynamic movements, and it is good for powerlifting as well. So it's got both bushings and it's got bushings and bearings, I think it's called. So like when you look at, I think, powerlifting, the bar, when you spin it, it stops fairly quickly. Whereas this just sort of like takes its time. And then with weightlifting, if you were to spin this, it would spin for quite a long time, whereas this actually slows down after a period of time. So this is built for both, it's basically a multi-purpose bar. It's built for both Olympic weightlifting dynamic movements and powerlifting standardised static movements. Yeah, so this has got both bushings and bearings, I think it's called. And the reason I got this barbell is because I do like to do cleans. I do like to do like push press, I like to do dynamic stuff. But I also need a barbell when I'm doing my squatting, benching and deadlifting. So this isn't, and also this bar is not very grippy because it allows you to do more training. Because see, if this was a very grippy bar, I would constantly be tearing my hands up. So it's a much smoother bar. It's still got a wee bit of grip, but it's not very grippy. So anytime I'm deadlifting in here, I'm always at a disadvantaged. Where in a deadlifting competition, it's more of an advantage. Easy enough. Oh. Hello? Sorry guys, just the other half. There you go. She's just on a lunch break just now, so she's just doing a wee check-in. Yeah, so I want to actually have a look. Aleco. Barbells. So it was a hybrid bar I've got. So that you've got the XF short bar, which is a smaller bar. You've got an XF. I'm pretty sure this has went down in price, this barbell. Okay. Yeah, I feel like I paid more money for this bar. Yeah, so it's a 1.0 knurling, 12-year warranty, 20 kilo bar, 28mm diameter. Powerlifting's 29, so that's an annoying thing. Needle bearings and bushings, yep. Hybrid training, made in Sweden. Made for multi-purpose functional thingy. That's fine. Yeah. Aye. Because ideally, and that with barbell price it's saying there is $589. I'm pretty sure when I bought the barbell it was actually a bit more expensive maybe. Or it may have been cheaper, don't know. Or it may have been that price, I can't remember. I'm just having a wee nosy. I'm now getting into my electrical stuff looking. Let's see the point in that. I've got the curl bar, I've got the easy bar, which is great. And then I don't need the weightlifting bars because I'm not a weightlifter. So powerlifting bars. That's a rack bar. So I would, see to buy the official competition bar, it's pretty much fucking nearly the same price as thingy, so let's see. So I'm just having a wee nosy. So let me just, chrome, raw steel. So what's the difference between this and this? Stainless steel, chrome. So I'm just doing my wee nosy at stuff. That's chrome and chrome. Okay. Sorry, I was just having a wee nosy at all echo stuff there. Oh. Bah. Ad break initiated, no stream, sorry. I'm back again. I was looking at all echo stuff there. And Bowser, Big Bean, Burrito. How's it going? Easy enough. Oh, all good, I'd over. Good. No, I was just looking at Aleco stuff there. Just looking at it, because I was wanting to buy a powerlifting barbell, but I don't really need it just now because I don't have the space. Because ideally, when I get my gym downstairs, because at some point I'm going to try and get a house extension done, get my gym moved downstairs, and I can have what my ideal gym plan would be is I'd still keep all this. I'd have this at a certain bit. I would have a cable machine, just a normal cable machine, just that's it, nothing fancy. Cable machine. I would have a heavy bag for my boxing and kicking. Even though I don't really do that anymore, I still want to have it so I can do a wee bit of stuff. I want a treadmill, like a curved treadmill, so I'd like to have something like that. And then, someone wants a wee hostel hand, wants a wee back pose. There you go. Boom. There's a lot. I just had a peek at the prices for Aleco bars, damn. They're near heart attack, holy cow, they're spendy. Yeah, they are expensive, but you pay for what you get. So, this barbell is Aleco. This bar is Aleco. These dumbbell handles are Aleco. All my small plates are Aleco. My big plates are Bulldog gear. Bulldog gear. My bench is Bulldog gear. So the way I thought, see if I'm going to have proper plates of my barbell, this is what the plates go on. This as well as for function is for safety. If I buy a potential cheap barbell and I'm lifting really heavy weights, injury could happen. And also this bar will probably outlive me if I take care of it. I say it's guaranteed for 12 years. So see if anything was to happen to this within 12 years, I get my money back or I get a whole new barbell. So this is an investment in itself. And then if you look at the prices of Aleco racks, ridiculous prices, but I can't justify paying thousands and thousands of pounds for a rack, whereas I could buy something much cheaper that does the exact same. I say you have to know the worth of something. Just over $2,000 in Australia. That's nuts. Totally understand the reason for spending quality gear, but I'm like, yikes, no way I can budget. Yeah, well that's what I'm saying. You have to hang it. So I'd probably say the plates. See all these plates. These are built. It's better because I'd say the way you get hang the cheapest is if you buy it within your country. So see all this. See most of my stuff is like Bulldog gear and MyraFit. That is all UK brands. So it is much cheaper to buy and to ship because it's all in the UK. So that's why I bought Bulldog gear stuff mostly. And Aleco, because it is much more expensive, is Swedish. So it costs far more to buy it and to ship it. But see, because I'm in with powerlifting, see as long as you're part of a powerlifting federation, well for the UK anyway, see because I'm part of the Great Britain powerlifting sort of thing, as well as Scottish powerlifting. If you join Scottish powerlifting, you're automatically in for Great Britain for powerlifting. You get a discount for Aleco, so you get like 25% off, which is much better. So if I was to buy like a barbell from Aleco that costs £1,000, I'm only actually spending £750. So it is a big, even though it's still a lot of money, it's a good chunk of change you're saving as well. So that's it. Right, let's get this last set. Easy enough. Fire. That's it. What else has been said? The ultimate dumper. That's it. It's all about building the booty. That is it. So we're on to deadlifting now. See, I still get tightness right here. So I'm going to need to try and speed up my training because I've still got about half an hour before I need to disappear. So get the deadlifting done, do a wee bit of stretching, and then we can go to work. Cool, we'll just do warm-up set right away. Don't really need much of a warm-up for this. Stretching too. Just a wee bit, not too much stretching, just a bit. It's because when I did martial arts, I used to be very flexible and I was very good at mobility. I could do the splits, I could do a lot of stuff. I could used to hold my leg when I did martial arts. I said martial arts. Used to be able to hold my leg up high. Can't do that now. As I say, I've got a wee twinge in here, wee twinge here. And I haven't been stretching in such a long time where everything's just kind of got a lot much tighter. So I'm trying to build my mobility back up. So I'm just doing, at the end of every session, I'm doing between 15 and half an hour. And I used to do upper body first all the time, then lower body. But see, my upper body, I don't actually have any aches or pains or twinges. My wrist can get a bit tight, but it's not bad. I've got most of my wee niggles in my lower body, so that's the part that I need to kind of fix. So there we go, we're on to 140. I feel you, absolutely. So, let's get this. 8 reps and we're straight into our working sets because this isn't difficult.
easy enough. So this is 140. Just a wee bit under my double body weight. Cool. Leave it at that. So same again, it's 3 sets of 3. We use the belt. Got a lot of things that I feel I see when I'm training, where I used to not train without any equipment, my lower back would be in such pain. Not due to, the weight or doing something wrong. It was just the fatigue of using my lower back for so many things. So now using a belt takes the strain away from the lower back a bit, so it allows me to train harder and train a bit more. I used to remember the pain I used to be in for just doing such high volume and of deadlifting and squatting together and stuff like that, because you don't realise it does all build up. Whichever pose, well, I'm giving you my favourite pose. There we go. Oh, you've got the crucifix. Like that. Or even Frank Zane. Just a fucking... boom. Also, I'm going to be setting up soon, so my stream anniversary. So like when you know how you in your stream for a year, I think Twitch is like a stream anniversary. So I'm going to be doing that. I haven't picked a day, but when I pick a day, that day of training will be a tops off session. My first ever time taking my tap off. So that's it. I don't do that because when I'm training, I train with a t-shirt on, and I'm no, don't know how would I put it. I ain't a Twitch thought looking for views and follows and likes and stuff. But as I say, it's a bit of a give yous back. I do have a lot of people ask me to take my tap off and stuff, and I've always told them no. So this will be me kind of planning something to get back. So people will definitely want to check that out then. And it won't be a one-off thing. I might do it again if the reception goes well with it. But I'll probably the next day after I'll have my top back on. But for a certain stream, I will announce it, and I will have it in the titles of my videos building up to it. But I haven't decided when I'm going to do it. Right, let's get this set. Easy. Let's see the form for that. Actually, let's look at the form for both my last squat and thingy. So let's have a wee gander. Nice. That did well. Let's have a nosy, see who's streaming on Twitch. I always like to have a nosy, see who else is on. What is this? Cool. Nice, he's only just started. Cool. Sam and Gary, how's it going? Yes, lad. How are you getting it? It's going well. It's going good. Training's going nice and easy. Training is going very well. Right, let's get this next set. Good to hear. How was your last time I heard you were going out in a bevy? Are you getting out, getting smashed? Was it a good result? Too many beverages were taken. That's it, mate, that's it. Well, unfortunately, I'm now dieting again, so I need to get myself below 74 kilos within the month. I'm sitting at 76, I've only got 2 kilos to drop, so it's good, it's good. Aye, it's not too bad at all compared to when I was having to drop. I dropped 11 kilos. This won't be anywhere near as bad. So I'm hoping, see, because I'm not going to be losing as much weight, I should be able to keep my strength more higher. And I'm doing my best this time not to weigh in far too under 74. I've ordered some scales to track, but good, good. Remember, don't weigh yourself constantly, because when you gain muscle, muscle's heavier than fat. So you might go in the scale and go, shit, I've gained weight, but you've actually gained muscle. And I would say you don't turn fat into muscle or muscle into fat. They're two completely different things. You build muscle and you lose fat. So you might end up building muscle first, which will make the weight look heavier, and then you start burning fat, which makes the scales look a bit lighter. Depending if you do weight training and stuff like that. If you just do cardio or just diet, then you wouldn't build any muscle, but you would gradually slowly lose weight. So weighing yourself is a good thing, but it's not always the best. Because it can, for some people who aren't, not saying that you aren't educated in fitness and stuff, I'm just saying the majority of people, people who aren't really educated in the gym and fitness and health, they'll start exercising, they'll do weights, they'll weigh themselves and they'll go, well, this isn't working because I'm gaining weight, and they just stop everything altogether. Whereas it actually was working, but they've actually put on a bit of muscle and burnt a wee bit of fat. So, and also as I say, muscle is more dense than fat. So let's just say these two things weigh the same. So this is muscle and this is fat, but they weigh the same. See, if you build this amount and you have this, you still retain this amount, you end up being heavier. But let's just say, no, hold on, trying to get good. Let's just say these are both the same. Let's just say you lose this, but you gain this. They both weigh the same, but you appear smaller because muscle's more dense. So it's not always about how people weigh, it's about your appearance as well and your measurements and stuff. So that's why some people, when it comes to purely aesthetics, if you're just weighing yourself, you should also take measurements, because as well as you might not be losing any weight, you might be losing fat and gaining muscle and becoming smaller overall. I should hook out a tape measure too then? Absolutely, yeah. Because let's just say, as I said, let's just say your midriff. Like, this is where majority of people hold their fat. That's where I hold my fat just now. See, if I have to put my weight, myself, I weigh myself 76 kilos. Cool. I come off the scales, I do a couple of weeks of training, I go back on the scales. 77 kilos, I've fucking gained weight, it's no working. And I patch it off. But see if I take a measure, let's see if I go measurement and scales, I jump on the scales. Right, 76 kilos, measure myself, I've got a 34 waist, okay. Month goes by, jump on the scales, 77 kilos, weight, before I freak do my waist measurement. Hold on, that says I'm 32 waist now. So I must have lost weight around my belly, but I've gained muscle in other places. So that's it. That's if you really want to make sure you're tracking everything more accurately. So aye. And all the measurements you need is, you can measure your calves, your legs, your hips, so where your butt sticks out the most, your waist, which is like your belly line, your chest, your neck, and your arms. You can do your biceps and your forearms. So that's all the kind of measurements you should be taking. And you can see where you gain, where you lose, all that sort of stuff. I've got an old fat neck. Well, I used to have, my neck was really skinny. My neck is still quite skinny, but I've actually gotten a thicker neck over the years as well. Because my neck used to be like 13 inches, now it's like 15 inches. My neck's actually gotten bigger over time. And that's purely like muscle stuff and all that sort of stuff. Even though I don't even train my neck. Right, let's do this last set. Cool. Like for me personally, I don't do any measurements and I only weigh myself because all I need to care about is what weight I weigh for my competitions. I don't care if it's fat or muscle. As long as I weigh a certain weight, I'm happy. Okay. Well, that's me done the weight training side. I'm going to do a wee bit of stretching. What's the Highland Open powerlifting? The Highland Open, that's a powerlifting competition. So that's the competition I'm in. It's called the Highland Open. It's like after that competition, there's a competition called the Winter Open. But I'm not competing in that one, I'm competing in the Highland Open. It is in Aberdeen. It's just a wee Scottish powerlifting competition. But if I can qualify in this, then sweet, cool. Right, a wee bit of water. So I'm going to set a wee timer. So we'll do 20 minutes. Right. 20 minutes of stretching starting now, so can't spend too long faffing about, so getting straight into it. Ten. What are you saying, Gary? I should do some stretching as well. Stretching is good for you, as I say. Stretching protects the joints and mobility, protects the joints and all that sort of stuff from injury. And you just feel better, like your range of motion and stuff like that. And because I've already spent the last couple of weeks doing a lot of ankle mobility stuff, I don't need to spend too much time on it. One more time. But look at this mobility. This is very good mobility, I'd say. This leg needs a wee bit of work. I can still, even though it's in a good stretch, it's in a good angle, it just feels a bit tight. But as I'm saying, a lot of injuries from footballers is like their tendons and their Achilles and stuff. Doing just simple mobility work probably would prevent a lot of injuries like that. But of course a lot of people don't do that. Even as Eddie Hall says, recovery is one of the most important things about training. If you don't recover well, then how are you supposed to train hard? And if you don't train hard, how are you supposed to compete well or build anything? So recovery is one of the most important things you can do. I'm as mobile as a barbell. Oh. But at least you're consistent. A barbell is always consistent, so that means you're consistent. Oh, okay. Are those mats? Ops can't type, be right, call. All good, mate. What is the floor made of? Yeah, I'll let you do your call and then I'll say. For those who else are wondering, the floor is made out of rubber. Oh. There was a crack and a lack in there. Cool. Now I shall do, hamstrings. So the best way to stretch the hamstrings, bend the knees slightly, push your hips back. There we go. That's a good stretch. Right down the hamstrings. You can turn the toes out, you can turn the toes in. It's a bigger stretch. Oh. Oh. There we go. Now we'll just do simple toe touching. But as I say, we're not stretching the back, it's the legs, so I'm forcing the hips more down. A wee bit wider. Going wider. Then we're going wider. Now this is where I can feel the hamstring. This isn't even that wide. I used to be able to get pretty much balls touching the ground. I know that's a pure terrible analogy, but it's true. Oh, right, so this is where it hurts. So we'll just hold this for a wee second. We go down. Right, no, so as you were saying, Gary, the floor is made out of rubber. It's basically to shock absorb any of the weights hitting the ground and stuff. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, that's the groin. Let's just do a wee small step. Stretch. Turn. There we go. Bigger step. And much bigger step. Saves the yoga mat tool. I mean, this can be a bit annoying because see, cause it isn't. See if I've tried to do split work. See, because the floor isn't really slidey. It just makes it awkward to just kind of slide into something because it is very grippy. So it can be a wee bit of a pain in the arse, not gonna lie. Oh, Jesus. Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's just lie down. Just stretching the quad. Not a big stretch or anything, just a nice wee one. So basically, this is called active stretching. So I'm actively pushing my leg against my hand. I'm actively pulling against it, which creates a stretch in the muscle. Whereas the previous stretch was a static stretch. Okay. Oh, why is the screen? Okay. Still here, that camera's just going to reset. Cool. How often do you do this routine? I'm doing it after every workout now, Gary. I'm doing it after every session now, just to help me, really, pretty much. Do stand quad. Oh. So basically, I've been mostly focusing on my hamstrings, calves and ankles mobility. I need to start to focus on my glutes, hips and quads, I think. I don't really care about doing the splits just now, it's just get myself into a position where I don't feel any injury or niggles or anything like that in my legs. I don't have any niggles in my upper body, well I do get my wrist and my shoulder sometimes, but I don't have anything major. We'll finish off that hip. Stop. Cool. Cool. Right, that's me done. Just a wee bit of stretching, nothing crazy. As I say, I need to get showered and get ready for work, so I'm going to love yous and leave yous, and I'll see yous all on Friday for heavy squatting. So